Welcome back. We are likely to see some very interesting and competitive county commission races this year. One of those races is in District 5, the seat currently held by former state representative Vicki Lopez. Lopez was appointed to the county commission last November and has been raising a lot of money from developers and other special interests. Her opponent in the race is Joe Sanchez, the former Miami City Commissioner and retired Florida Highway Patrolman. As I mentioned earlier, Vicki Lopez didn't attend Monday's event at the Corpus Christi Catholic Church, saying she had a family emergency. But she also then refused to respond to PAC's request for a commitment on the mental health center, and on Wednesday, she voted to further delay its opening. So while we wait to hear from Lopez, I was curious where her opponent, Joe Sanchez, stood on getting the center open. So, Joe, tell me your position on the mental health center. Do you support it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, as a former law enforcement officer, I know the need of this community, and I can tell you that the mental health issue is a crisis not only here in Dade County, but throughout the nation. And Judge Leifman has been a champion, and as a law enforcement, I've known him for years. He's been a champion of creating this facility that should be open to be able to provide the assistance of people who, in my opinion, should be able to get that help and have that hope of recovery instead of being locked up in Dade County Jail. I just can't fathom. This is it's been ongoing for years. They have the funding, they have everything. They're ready to open up their doors and provide that service.
Well, it seems to me that this is almost emblematic of what's wrong with County Hall. You have this building that was paid for by a bond issue going back to 2004, a promise that they would open this facility, and it's been ready for 2 years, sitting empty, and cannot even get on the county commission agenda for commissioners to vote it up or down.
Look, the county commission is like the Game of Thrones. Everybody's, fighting for position. Who's going to be the next chair? Who's going to get the airport? Who's going to get the seaport? They need to be focused on providing the services that we need in this community and doing what's right for the people. They're more concerned about the next election and who may be the next mayor and who's gonna be a threat in the next election coming up. At the end of the day, you have to realize that we have a facility that's ready to be opened up. Look, professionals from all over the United States are coming down here to see this facility. It's ready to go. Why hasn't it been taken to a vote? It's beyond me.
Talk to me about why you think you would be better in instances like this than the current commissioner, Vicki Lopez.
Look, she represents a district that is downtown Brickell, and it's in South Beach. These are areas that are dealing every day with mental health issues. She was at a meeting in the county speaking about how bad it was for her and the people that were out on the street and not getting the assistance, and they should get the assistance. Well, she should be fighting for this cause because this center is going to provide assistance, and it's a win-win situation for everyone. Judge Leifman said it very clear. There's 1,000 individuals that have spent more time at the county jail and cost taxpayers millions of dollars, where I guarantee you if this center would have been opened up, those individuals would have received the proper care and would have probably recovered. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on quality of life issues. And at the end of the day, I think that, I'm telling you why I'm running. I have served this community for 55 years. Not only am I a veteran, I was a state trooper for 36 years. I was a city commissioner in the city of Miami for 10 years. And I always focus on what the needs of this community. That's why I'm running. I think that there's a disconnect between Dade County government and the people that it serves. And you see it in that commission. And we're seeing it because this is an issue that should have already been taken into the commission. They should have voted on this. The money's there. Everything is there. The occupational license is there. That's all they have to do is just approve it, and the funding is there, and they can provide that service. It's a win-win situation for everyone in this community, and it will improve the quality of life for everyone.
Well, that's all the time we have today. If you have any thoughts or comments, feel free to contact me at jdefede@cbs.com. I do enjoy hearing from you. Thanks again for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.